Hello everybody, Michael here playing Professor Layton and the Last Specter. Professor Layton has just solved the mystery of the Specter. It turns out that the Specter is really just a glorified digging machine. But who would want to attack the town with a digging machine? Let's find out.
Quite an interesting revelation. However, the question stands. What evil mastermind could be behind such a thing?
The final question. It was someone drawn by the lure of the Golden Garden. A person willing to destroy the town to satisfy a lust for personal glory. Someone who now stands among us. This same person is responsible for spreading lies about the Specter all over town. And that person is you.
What? There must be some sort of mistake, Mr. Layton. I'm just a butler. How on earth could I have done any of this?
Yes, that's right, everybody. The butler did it.
You kidnapped Mrs. Triton and threatened to harm her if Clark didn't keep quiet about your plot.
Oh, he destroyed the town and kidnapped the mayor's wife? You're an evil, evil butler.
With Clark under your thumb, you were free to do as you pleased in town. And you, Chief Jakes, you were Doland's accomplice all along. You two hatched this plot, hoping to unearth the Golden Garden.
Layton. Quite amusing, Mr. Layton. However, I'm sorry to say I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm delighted you find humor in this. I, however, do not. Allow me to explain.
Well, by all means.
Luke noticed the low water levels I mentioned earlier. He recorded all the data in his notebook. But, as it happens, some of his entries turned out to be incorrect. These were mistakes made by his source of information, a certain informant, we'll call him.
And this informant, of course, is Toppy the magical talking mouse. I can't believe you messed up, Toppy. How could you make mistakes?
However, even when Luke's predictions were wrong.
Yeah, but, it's fortunate that he made mistakes, because then that allowed us to prove that Doland is really the culprit.
Residents were still evacuated from the neighborhoods where the Specter appeared. Isn't that odd? I find that odd. Doland, do you find that odd? I will take that as a yes. You see, Doland, even without Luke's predictions, you knew when and where the Specter would strike. You warned the residents not for their safety, but so they would not see what the Specter really was. That is why you passed along Luke's warnings in the first place.
You certainly do not disappoint. Congratulations. That was truly Layton-esque.
Professor! Just like you said, I found them in Mr. Triton's cellar.
All right, Emmy found Luke's mother and the real butler. But if the real butler was in the cellar, then who's the butler here in the plaza?
The real Doland and Mrs. Triton were being held captive down there. I freed them from the cellar and took them to safety.
It is clear enough that you are not Doland Noble, the Triton family's faithful butler. So tell us who you really are.
You are correct, Professor Layton. It's time to end this charade. Oh, this is bad. This is so bad. You said we wouldn't get caught.
Okay. Somehow he managed to grow a foot taller when he put on his hat, and I still have no idea who this guy is. It's a man in a mask.
What ugly little man you are.
I mean, he takes off the Doland mask and then puts on a different mask. What does this guy's face really look like?
And Jakes, you killed Mr. Bond, didn't you?
Murderer!
No, just changed her will.
Oh, okay, so he's not a murderer, but he's a forger! Evil, evil Jakes.
God's death was an accident. I just made everything go to clock. Well, I forged the will, sure, but only because he told me to.
Okay, but who is he?
Oh, is that why? Apparently, I made a pact with a small-minded dullard. How truly unfortunate.
Okay, well, I think it's supposed to be obvious that this is the villain who's been appearing in all those cutscenes throughout the game. The mysterious evil villain.
Why did you just call me?
I still have no idea who this guy is.
A dullard, a fool, a nitwit. Later, your intellect is formidable. I have truly enjoyed this.
You have us at a disadvantage.
Indeed, my name is Descole. I am an artistic man of science with rather lofty goals.
Okay, so it's a scientist named Descole something.
Descole?
Descole, the man with the hat.
It really is a pity. I had high hopes that the Golden Garden was here.
All of a sudden it makes sense. He hates Professor Layton because Professor Layton has a cooler hat than he does. And so he's wearing a mask because he's trying to hide his shame. It all makes sense now.
It was all such a waste of time. And this meaningless town. I'll have my fun by destroying it.
That doesn't sound good.
Everybody, this way!
Well now, I believe the time has come. Magnificent! I do believe the townspeople are in for a treat. The Spectre was but a prologue. Now for the grand finale.
Okay, I don't know what to say. Apparently, Descole doesn't have one Spectre, he has like 5 of them, which combine to form a Super Spectre. And for some reason, they decided to free Lucia just so they could beat up Lucia. This is not making any sense whatsoever. This is crazy. Yeah, Professor, how can we stop Descole? Okay, all 3 of our heroes are gonna have to work together to destroy the machine. Emmy will take out the legs. Luke, you work with Lucia. Okay, Layton, he's gonna work with Crow. And, you know, Professor Layton did figure everything out, and yes, I know that's impressive, but you'd think he would have, you know, prepared ahead of time. I mean, he had all that time where he was alone in the abandoned factory with the Spectre. You'd think he would have sabotaged the wiring or something like that. Oh, well.